Have you ever noticed something strange about rest? The moment you sit down to relax, a quiet voice shows up. You should be doing something. If you rest now, you're wasting time. And suddenly, resting feels uncomfortable, even stressful. That's not laziness. That's psychology. Here's the psychology of people who feel guilty while resting. They learn to measure their worth by productivity. From a young age, many people are praised only when they're working, achieving, or being useful. So the brain connects value with output. When you rest, your brain thinks your value is dropping. This is called conditional self-worth. You don't feel guilty because you're resting. You feel guilty because you were taught that rest must be earned. Their mind is stuck in threat mode. Psychology shows that when the brain feels unsafe about the future, it stays alert. Rest feels dangerous because when you stop, your mind whispers, what if you fall behind? What if others are doing more than you? This is social comparison theory at work. Even while resting, the brain is competing. And competition never allows peace. They confuse rest with laziness. People who feel guilty while resting often have high self-awareness and high standards, but they were never taught the difference between recovery and avoidance. So rest feels like failure instead of fuel. In reality, psychology shows the brain needs pauses to reset focus, memory, and emotional control. Rest isn't the opposite of discipline, it's part of it. Their brain never fully closes tasks. Unfinished tasks stay open in the mind like browser tabs. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. When you rest with open mental loops, your brain keeps pulling you back. That's why guilt shows up strongest when you try to relax at night. Your body is resting. Your mind is still working. They care deeply about their future. Here's the part no one talks about. People who feel guilty while resting usually aren't careless. They're responsible. They think ahead. They want stability. But without boundaries, care turns into pressure. And pressure slowly turns rest into something that feels undeserved. Here's the truth. Rest is not a reward for finishing life. Rest is maintenance for continuing it. If rest feels uncomfortable, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means your mind has been trained to survive, not recover. And training can be unlearned. Start small. Rest fully, without guilt. Your brain isn't lazy. It's tired. If this felt uncomfortably accurate, you're not alone. Subscribe for more psychology that helps you understand yourself better.